Have you ever checked into a hotel, only to realize you were never truly alone in your room? This story is not fiction. It is based on true events that took place at one of the most infamous hotels in the world, the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, a building with a history so dark that it has been tied to serial killers, mysterious deaths, and countless reports of hauntings. But one story still keeps investigators, guests, and paranormal experts awake at night. The Cecil Hotel opened its doors in 1927. It was meant to be a luxurious stopover for businessmen and tourists in booming Los Angeles. But from the very beginning, it attracted darkness. The Great Depression left the neighborhood filled with poverty, crime, and despair. Soon, the Cecil's halls were crawling with drug dealers, fugitives, and the mentally unstable. Over the years, murders, suicides, and unexplained deaths stacked up. Guests threw themselves from windows. Others were found dead in their rooms with no explanation. Locals began whispering that the hotel wasn't cursed by bad luck, but by something much darker that lived inside its walls. Fast forward to 2013. A young woman named Elisa Lam, just 21 years old, traveled from Canada to Los Angeles. She was bright, adventurous, and had dreams of exploring the world. Elisa checked into the Cecil Hotel. At first, she shared a room with other travelers. But her odd behavior made the hotel move her into a private room. On January 31st, she went missing. 4 days, police searched the city, but there was no trace of her. Her family back in Canada begged for answers. Then, the police released surveillance footage. The security video was from inside the hotel's elevator. In it, Elisa steps inside, wearing a red hoodie. She presses several buttons. But the elevator doesn't move. She peeks out nervously into the hallway. She hides in the corner. She steps out, then back in. And then, she begins making strange hand gestures, as if talking to someone, or something, that we can't see. The video ends with her walking away. The elevator doors close. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. Weeks later, hotel guests began complaining. The water pressure was low. The water tasted strange. Some even said it looked dark. Maintenance workers went to check the rooftop water tanks. When they opened one, they made a horrifying discovery. Elisa Lam's body was floating inside. She had been dead for weeks. The rooftop was locked and alarmed. The water tank was massive, difficult to access. And yet somehow, Elisa ended up inside. The question was, how? The official investigation gave no clear answers. There were no signs of foul play. No drugs in her system. Her death was ruled accidental drowning. But if that were true, how did she reach the rooftop? How did she climb inside the water tank, close the lid, and never get out? Some claimed Elisa suffered from mental health struggles and acted irrationally. But others believe something in the Cecil Hotel lured her there. Because the truth is, Elisa's story is just one of many. The Cecil Hotel has been home to some of the darkest figures in history. Serial killer Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, lived on the 14th floor while he carried out his murders. Another killer, Jack Unterweger, also stayed there while hunting his victims. Guests reported waking up in the middle of the night, feeling hands pressing down on their chest. Some saw figures standing at the end of their beds. Others heard voices whispering in the hallways, even when no one else was there. The hotel became so infamous that paranormal investigators and ghost hunters from all over the world came to experience the horrors themselves. And almost all of them left with stories of shadows, whispers, and dread. Elisa Lam's case remains one of the most disturbing mysteries in modern times. The footage, the water tank, the unanswered questions. Some believe she was possessed. Others think she was being chased. But by who? Or what? And perhaps the scariest theory of all, Elisa Lam wasn't the first victim of the Cecil Hotel. And she won't be the last. So, the next time you check into a hotel, ask yourself, do you really know who's staying in the room next to yours? Or what might be waiting for you in the hallway after midnight?